All right, all right, all right. So I wanted to do a video on the new truck that I got. I sold the 60 Beetle. Out of all the Beetles I have, the 60 was, the rattiest, even though it wasn't that bad, but it had a cheap paint job on it, which I think I said in other videos. It wasn't the correct color. It had the wrong apron welded in the back. The welding on the back kind of sucked. It looked good from 10 feet, 15 feet it looked better, 20 feet it looked really good, but it was a fun car. But having three Beetles, I always like to have something different. I've always been a Chevy guy, always grown up with Chevys. So, like I had the Cadillac years ago. I sold that to get the 60, but then I ended up selling the Nova to get the oval window. So then I was like, well, I want to put the 60 up for sale, and if I can find something else I like, I'm going to buy it. And it just so happened that I found this thing, and I got the guy's contact info, and 2 days later my car ended up selling, so it worked out perfect. But I always liked the square body Chevys. They always appealed to me. I always liked the way they looked. Had them when family members had them when I was younger, so it kind of takes me back to my childhood a little bit. But there's a lot of square bodies around. Every once in a while I would see one that really stood out to me, and when I saw this, I'm like, man, I really like the way this thing looks. And I saw it from afar. I like the stock looking wheels. They are wider. He's got the bigger tires, the 33s on it. But I really dug it, and I like this color. And it's a 4-speed, so I'm like, man, this truck is awesome. And the guy was just happened to be selling it. So the story is this truck came from California. So pretty much everything but the paint on the roof is original. It's never had rockers put on it. It doesn't need rockers put on it. It's got all the factory welds. The doors are factory. There's no patches put in this thing. I mean, it is dry. And it's got that California sun paint fade going on, patina. But I just dig it. I like the way it looks. I'm really into that original patina look. I'm not into fake patina where people do it for fake. This truck has homemade, sun-made patina, so it's all good. But I really dig it. I am not going to do anything to the body of this car. I'm trying to figure out, they make different things that I can smear on it, wipe on it to keep the patina. Again, I'm keeping it out of the weather. I've been putting the ceramic coating wax over top of it. I've done that. I had the truck for 2 weeks and I've done it twice already, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Again, it's not going to be in the weather, so I think if there's like ceramic wax on it, if I just do that every once in a while, it might be fine. Who knows? I still have to look into what I'm going to do. But anyways, so the truck, it's a 1976 Silverado. Like I said, it came from California. The guy that brought it to California brought two over here. And his buddy bought this one. That is the dealership license plate frame. There's one on the back as well, and that is the old plate to the truck. But the guy that brought it back sold it to his friend, and his friend had it for about 4 years, and he kept the truck in storage for one of those years. And then when he got it out, he redid everything mechanically. And when I say everything, I mean everything. For instance, so everything has around 700 miles on it. That's it. So the wheels have been redone. The tires are new. The leaf springs has a 2-inch lift on it. The shocks are new. Steel braided brake lines. The differentials, it has all the axles are new, the bearings are new, the engine has been rebuilt, the gearbox has been rebuilt, the transfer case has been rebuilt. It has new fuel tanks in it, new fuel line, new fuel pump. The brakes, also the brakes in the master cylinder are new, the exhaust is new. See that? Look, the drive shaft, new U-joints. The exhaust system is new. Look how nice and original that bed is. Freaking sweet. New fuel tanks. There we go here. What else? Like I said, it is 4-speed. The dash pad, the gauge cluster, new. The carpet is new. The seats have been redone. Everything has been done mechanically on this truck for the most part. So I'm just driving it the way it is. It does have that taco hood. At some point it did start to kink a little bit. But when I got it, I took the springs off the hood hinges because it was a real pain in the butt to close. So that just made it easier. The ashtray does close. I just had it down to charge the phone. Got back from a car show. It's my 2x4 to hold the hood up. There's the bed. And all the lights work. Yeah, that's that. I'll open up the hood so that you can see underneath. Just give me a second here. Okay, so right now I have a 2x4 holding the hood up. The hinges move freely, it's just the hood already started to kink and I don't want it to get any worse. So I took the springs off. Anyways, this is the original block to the truck. You know, the guy rebuilt the engine. It's got a new radiator, new master cylinder, new clutch fan. See that? Yeah, buddy. You know, the crank has been polished, the rods have been redone. It's got new cylinder heads, they've been ported and polished. You know, headers. I did get the brackets for the AC system and he gave me all the parts. I have the compressor, the receiver dryer, the condenser is still on the truck, but I am not an AC guy. I like a clean engine compartment, so I'm not going to put it on. But it is an original AC truck. But it's got a pretty aggressive cam in it, roller rockers. 2 people have asked me if the roller rocker arms fit underneath these valve covers, and as you can see, he put spacers on so that the factory looking valve covers fit. But it's a healthy little engine. Much more than what the 245 350 sticker says. I'm assuming that that might be the factory horsepower, but who knows. But like I said, this is the block that came with the truck, so that makes it nice too. But anywho, that is the new truck. It's really fun to drive. But yeah, so that's it, man. To me, this thing is perfect. I loved this. I loved it the first time I saw it. You know, all the mechanicals done. All I have to do is drive it, change the oil, stupid stuff like that, and the body's just going to stay the way it is. I really like that originality look to it. But that's it. That is the new truck, and that's it. All right. See ya.